You know, it wasn't...
In reference to the U.S. attorneys, were the investigations and indictments of Republican officials or the failure to investigate or indict Democratic officials a factor in the removal of any U.S. attorneys?
Not as far as I know.
Not at all?
Not as far as I know.
Are you aware that Senator Domenici had called one of the U.S. attorneys that was asked to leave?
I've seen the press accounts, yes.
You've seen the press accounts?
Yes.
Do you know that he had a problem with one of the U.S. attorneys?
I was aware that he had concerns with Mr. Iglesias' performance. Okay,
in the back of tab 26, you have a note that says, quote, Domenici says he doesn't move cases.
Yes, that was a comment that was made by someone else in one of the meetings that we had in the Deputy Attorney General's room.
Do you know what cases he was talking about?
I don't remember that the person who made the comment specified.
Do you know what case he was talking about? Are you aware of a case of Manny Aragon, a Democratic office holder?
I think I've seen press accounts.
Was that one of the cases that you could have been talking about?
I don't know.
Now, in the Deputy Attorney General's testimony did not include Domenici says he doesn't move cases as one of the reasons he was on the list.
It does not. The reason it did not, when we were meeting in his room, somebody made the comment that that was one of the reasons. The Deputy Attorney General said that he did not think that that was something that he wanted to brief to the Senate because he didn't think it was his place to raise one member's concerns with other members, and that it would be better if Senator Domenici wanted to raise the concern with his colleagues.
Other than Domenici's problems that he doesn't move cases, how could Mr. Iglesias' name get on the list of fired attorneys? What else could he have possibly done wrong to get him on the list?
The other reasons that I heard discussed was that it was a very important border district, that people just didn't think that he was doing as good of a job as we might have wanted to expect. I know at one point I heard someone say that he had been kind, and this is a quote, kind of a dud on the AGAC, that's the Attorney General's Advisory Committee, and there was at some point a reference to him being an absentee landlord that somebody had made, and Mr. Sampson had indicated that he heard Mr. Mercer express concerns about the amount of time he spent in the office. But I also heard somebody else express a concern that that he delegated a lot to his first assistant. So there were different comments that people made at different times.
Expired. You may finish your statement if you choose.
I mean, different people did make different comments at different times, and there were other comments that people made based on things that they felt or believed, and I wrote those down.